Maya Mitra Das joins us. And, it's interesting. Her body of work is, she's so, what's the word? She has so much to say, and it's so interesting how she pulls it all together. Like, she's got short stories and historical fiction, Silhouettes of Time. She has a book, Rhythms Primeval, which is an incredible book of verses. Tuesday's Poetry, What's in a Name, Tremors, Insight, Hindsight, and Flights of Fancy. That's another collection of short stories, and I love short stories. And she's so good at writing those short stories. Maya, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
So what led to your writing? What started you writing in the first place?
Well, it is a story, if you want to hear it. I just heard the stories, which is the true historical facts of my family, the family struggle against the British, and also my mother, went to work with Mahatma Gandhi during our communal riot between the Hindus and Muslims just before the independence of India. And those stories was inside me, and it was very fascinating because I heard from mother, grandmother, great grandmother. So I am very interested in classical music. I play a little bit piano. I'm not a concert pianist, but I took I was attending some classes with graduate students of music, and the professor was teaching Chopin's ballad. And after hearing 4 Chopin's ballad, the whole class was very emotional, and then there was this silence for a few minutes. So the professor told us, okay, you go and write a story. If you have a story, you write it or make up a story. So this story, which I heard from my mother, came out as a short form as a class assignment. But I was auditing, so I asked him, can I also give it the assignment to you? So he said, oh, certainly you can. So anyway, I just gave him the assignment, and next day he came very excited. He was, searching all the music notes and sentences in my through my writing, and so it made me inspired to write the story. That's what the first story came out.
Wow. So Mahatma Gandhi, that's incredible. What we can't just leave that there. What did your mother say about Mahatma Gandhi? I think that's fascinating. That's part of what you talk about.
What she says about
him? What did she say?
Yeah. He was, of course, he was a leader of India, and
yeah.
But her personal view was he was very kind, and he used to tell her that when the people, they used to go door to door to the people and ask them for the peace and this and that, and then they will ask, how long your Gandhi will stay with you? When he goes, then it will be all the same again. So he told my mom that he is not the person to leave this thing. He will never leave the thing like that. He has to do something. He was a man of very determination, of course, and then he will live a simple life, and he was very disciplined, and he will encourage people to do things with the way he wanted them to do. So that's what her feeling as a personal relationship, when she used to follow him for the prayer meeting, and he used to take a walk. I mean, he used to walk fast, and it was very hard for my mom to keep up with him, because he will walk with his stick, footing, and then he'll walk fast. So, and then he will sing a Ram Dhun, which is a spiritual kind of song. And he once them to join him in that song. And then also a song which is written by a poet, which is Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, that if nobody leaves, is coming with you, you go ahead with yourself, with your determination. You keep on going, never leave what you want to do. Keep on going and going. And that, so its name is Akla Chalore. Means you go on with your own will and your determination. If nobody comes, don't care, you keep on going.
Wow, so beautiful that you told us all of that. I think that's incredible, an incredible insight from your mom, and then ultimately, what Mahatma Gandhi was all about. Tell us about your poetry. Tell me about Rhythms of Primeval.
Oh, that is another story. I was attending a opera class with Dr. Jerry Ball. And Jerry Ball was an incredible person. He used to know so many languages. He was a poet. He was an actor. He was an opera singer. You name it. He taught so many classes. And anyway, so I was attending his opera class, and I was very, very much amazed at how he knows opera, because he was an opera singer anyway. So then at the end of the one class, he said, I am there will be a poetry class, and I will be teaching that poetry class, and you come. I said, so what I have to do? So I read poetry. No, you have to write poetry. I said, oh no way, I don't want to write poetry. And you have to, and he said that you have to write poetry and also share and read aloud in the class. I said, no way, I'm not going. I said, yes, you're going to come. So that's the way I started the poetry class.
Wow. And then here you are, and then you've got a book of it, which is absolutely incredible. What do you hope people take away from reading any of your books, whether it's the short stories or whether it's the poetry? What do you hope?
For the short stories, I'm telling the history of India as a story. That's one thing. And I want them to know that these people of my family who suffered, and through suffering, how they kept on going, with their courage and determination, what they wanted to do, to take away that one, and it will be an inspiration to the future generation, that they can have that inspiration, and in the life, when they have something faced like this, they should keep on going.
Oh, what a beautiful message. Just keep on going. Well, I know you're going to keep on going. You probably have many more books inside you. Are you going to continue to write?
Yes, I'm writing a historical novel, which is based on a sculpture on 14th to 15th century Italy, and a parallel character of one of my friend who came also from a very not so rich family, very poor, I think I said, in India, and he has become now a famous neurosurgeon. Everybody knows his name, and the Queen has given him the Order of British Empire. So another character of that, and how he came to that position, to that stage. And I love it, the way he did this. Every step, he had so much difficulty, but he has the determination to keep on going.
The determination to keep on going. What a beautiful thing. Maya Mitra Das, again, you can get any of Maya's books that I mentioned at the top. Go to Amazon. Certainly there are other ways people can get a hold of you?
Yes, it's Amazon. I have an account with my website. My website is mayamitra.com, and it is also with the Amazon account. They can go and get it there.
All right, excellent. So you can go to the website, or you can go to Amazon. Thank you so much, Maya. It was so fascinating listening to your stories, and I can't wait to see what happens with you in the future. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to talk to you, and I heard so much about you, and it was a pleasure that I could have in a few minutes of your valuable time to talk to you. My mom was a very good speaker, and I heard you were such a tremendous good speaker that he got an Emmy award. So I just it was a really my pleasure that to come across with you and talk to you. Kate.
Oh, well, thank you for that. That's wonderful. And thanks to all of you for listening to the show. Remember, make it count, everybody.